Everyone has questions about the cruising life, and everyone wants the answer. I have the ultimate answer to every single cruising question you could possibly ask. Hi, I'm Nika Waters, and welcome to the Boat Galley Podcast. Yes, I'm sharing the ultimate answer to all cruising questions right here on this podcast. Stay tuned to listen. Today's episode of the Boat Galley Podcast is sponsored by Marmara Imports. Their hand-loomed, fair trade, organic cotton Turkish towels are highly absorbent, dry quickly, fold flat, and are soft and luxurious. They're perfect for life aboard. Use coupon code PODCAST10 for 10% off any order of $40 or more. MarmaraImports.com. More than a towel. Okay, everybody's got cruising questions. You maybe want to know what the best boat is to have, or what the best anchor is. Maybe what the best type of weather, or the best anchorage, or the best place to go, or the best way to store your 55 gadgets that you have, or whatever. You get the idea. In this day and age of Google and looking for the best and trying to find an answer right then and there, it's so tempting to go and ask those questions and be satisfied with the very first answer that you get. To me, though, the absolute best and only answer, although it's really the part of the answer, the first part of any answer to a cruising question ought to be, it depends. The thing is, everybody is unique. Every boat, every sailor, every circumstance is unique, and what works for me might not work for you. What would be helpful when you're asking questions about cruising, or if you're giving answers about cruising, is to explain your thinking. Explain how you came up with that particular decision for you. The ultimate answer to any cruising question is it depends. Hopefully that's not the whole answer, because hopefully after it starts with it depends, there are some questions that are asked. There are ways that you, if you're asking the question, there are answers given that help you ask questions of yourself so that you can find out what the right answer is for you. The anchor and anchoring system that we have on our 28-foot boat works for us for the choices that we're making in terms of where we want to go, which is long-term cruising to some anchorages that are really, really deep. We're getting older, so we wanted an electric windlass. You might also have a 28-footer that you're planning on using for day sailing and weekend cruising to your favorite local bay that's 10 feet deep. You might not need that full kit that we have. You might be living in an area that's all rock, and one of these digging anchors isn't going to help you very much. We're pretty spoiled, all of us. When we want to ask a question and we want to find out the answer immediately, we can go to Google and ask it and get the answer. But like many things with cruising, it's a little bit harder. You have to work a little bit more, dig a little bit deeper, start to learn to trust yourself and to ask the follow-up questions if you're the one asking the whatever cruising question. And if you're the one answering the whatever cruising question, start with it depends. And start thinking about what the person you're talking to needs instead of what worked for you. Because though we all feel like our decisions are the best, hopefully they are the best for us. But that doesn't mean that they're the best for everybody else. So yeah, there is one answer to every single cruising question. Or it's the start of an answer anyway. And that answer is, it depends. I can't wait to share an anchorage with you somewhere out there when we are so happy with the things that we have on our boats because they work for us, or we're ready to have the conversation looking for answers to get some more insight from other people. Thank you so much for listening to the Boat Galley Podcast. We love hearing from our listeners. There are links to both my email and Carolyn's in the show notes. If you've learned something or found it entertaining or useful, please leave a 5-star review because it does help people find us. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. And definitely don't forget to subscribe. There are 2 of these podcasts every single week. Have a great one.